Okay, guys, I'm gonna be, so I know some of you guys can't watch this, so right now, let me turn it.
NRG as Garrett G pops that one up to the ceiling. Squishy's gonna wait for it, but Calm taking it away again. He's all over the ball here in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and this also is the first finals that we've seen Torment in quite some time. I believe he tweeted out first time in about 3 years, so a lot of hype behind his name. He's excited just to be here. But like you said, Jorby, NRG, this is their office. They're used to this pressure, this scenario, being in the grand finals. They live here. They live for this.
Garrett loses that touch to Torment. VERSION1, long stint on defense and finally get a breakout. Beast Mode just misses the double. Torment tried to get the bump. Calm gets over Garrett. VERSION1 will keep this push going. A nice little pop from Torment. They need a little bit more to get by NRG.
Right. And one thing I noticed about that last series that we just saw between NRG and G2 is that there are several gaps and holes on the defensive side for NRG. It's not this indestructible defense that we've seen several times, especially leading into the grand finals. There were several mistakes that Squishy Muffins in particular in the backfield was making, and while Squishy has been fantastic on offense, there was a big read that he missed in that previous series, and for his teammates to be able to bail him out, that's a big sign. But that initial mistake, if V1 can capitalize right away and hold that lead, things could change against NRG.
Now, I just remember having a conversation with Garrett about a month ago about VERSION1, because apparently this team is cracked in scrims, and everybody knows that scrims don't translate the tournament results exactly. Hang on a second. Big demo and beast mode getting in the way for a block. But they say VERSION1 of the most unpredictable team to play against in scrims, and so that unpredictability, we've seen that from this team today. But NRG, they're the ones pushing the buttons. Here's Garrett G. What a save from Torment right into his bumper.
And that's going to be a play that we see repeat itself time and time again. Is Torment on the goal line getting the save as that one glides across the net. Torment, he has been a stellar defender throughout his entire career, and you surely can expect the same level of performance and getting those goal line saves in this series, in the grand finals.
Beast Mode, a nice little dribble underneath. Flip reset. Scooped it up and put it right into the net. 1-0 VERSION1.
And there was so much time and space in the air after he beat out that first defender. He got the flip reset and then used it at the weirdest time to get around Garrett G. And that's one of those plays that no matter how early you are in the air, in the net, you're not going to find that read just because of that follow-up touch and how awkward it really was.
Right on the kickoff again, Beast Mode taking an advanced position. Torment, quick shot. Does force the ball out to the side. Thanks to the save from Garrett. VERSION1.
I'm scared for them.
Playing with some gumption here in the opening game. It is important to note as well, NRG's path here as Torment takes another shot. That one's going to go in. 2-0 Turtle. Games today so far. So certainly keeping that in mind as VERSION1 put their second in.
And it's off of another bump play from Calm. He's being aggressive. And this is a big question now. When VERSION1 are on fire and they get things moving like a well-oiled machine, things are working well, how do you counter that? What do you do against Calm? Do you fight fire with fire? Do you just be a bit more conscious?
To a 3-goal start.
And look at Calm being frustrating. He's going for another bump on Squishy. Calm just started that play from the midfield, then got the 50-50 win in the corner. And on top of those rotations, he's still going for a bump. So you need to handle this player, Jorby.
Calm has been a lethal threat on offense, to say the least. He's got those mechanics, but more importantly, his willingness to just be physical and give Torment and Beast Mode those angles. Now he's the last man back on defense. Bit on Garrett's fake. Popped up in front, but Calm recovers. And it's another clear. And really a great start for VERSION1. NRG, another demo. Maybe they can get a goal here at the end of regulation. And Garrett just missed it. Made up for it. Goal for NRG.
And here we go. Off the bump from Squishy Muffins. That's fighting fire with fire, which I think is really the only answer to this Calm problem situation. And Squishy, he's making note of it. Takes him out, lets an easier one in for Garrett G.
Things start out slowly for NRG. as they have to deal with the physical nature of version 1's play. Calm already in the air yesterday for that ball, and Justin beat him to it.
Oh, Garrett G launching off the backboard in a very uncharacteristic way, almost caught him off guard. It didn't work out. I love the creativity. Justin looking for a touch off to Garrett G, and they need to make something. There's 10 seconds left. If they score right here, there's still a chance, but with that block, it might just be it, unless Justin can work some magic. No, he can't. And with 3 seconds left, version 1, they start out in the hot seat.
Ball not going to touch the ground just yet, but you're absolutely right, Turtle. Version 1 making the most of the start of this series, getting that 3-0 or 3-1 win, excuse me, at the end.
And it's surprising because NRG are carrying momentum going through the lower bracket. If you look at the history of Rocket League in tournaments, in grand finals, heck, in a lot of lands, you know, you think back to even the Cloud9 lower bracket run, teams that can start getting an abundance of wins in that lower bracket just start to ascend with their play style, and they get into a rhythm that seems to be unbeatable. However, version 1 in the first game, all of that is destroyed because of one player, Calm, getting aggressive, disrupting the rotations, and making sure he does everything he can to knock NRG off their path.
So NRG to stabilize, you were talking earlier, it's like, what do you do to handle that threat of Calm, knowing that he's always going to be searching on the back line for a demolition, a bump, or anything that's going to give version 1 an edge? And I mean, there's not much you can do, right? Except keep that right thumb just moving at all times. Make sure you know where every version 1 player is on the field, and to stay 100% focused and also having to track the ball, it's a lot. When version 1 are in control, that is very dangerous and tough to do for sure.
And it's an added element of paranoia to the defense of NRG. They have to worry about that, and they're giving mental energy up. And mental energy is such a valuable resource in this grand finals because you have to go through a bracket reset. So if not only are you worried about just getting the first win, you got to worry about Calm taking you out. That's another problem. However, I definitely think you can counter it, obviously, with the same style. Go for some demos yourself. Squishy Muffins, a player who oftentimes will go for those demos. We do see Garrett G get involved physically too, so those two players, I think, have so much responsibility on their shoulders to change up their play style because of Calm.
Remember, NRG, they have to win 2 best-of-7s against version 1 coming up from the lower bracket, and they've played a lot of games today. So the more version 1 wins, the longer this series goes, the more it may benefit version 1, even if they end up losing this series. But version 1 starting out on the attack, and they get another goal to start the game. Calm delivers the strike.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the desk was crazy. 3 out of 4 analysts picking V1, but after what I'm seeing here with the fakes from Torment, absolutely baiting everybody out on the defense from NRG. Version 1, they are elevating with their style.
NRG gonna try again here with Justin. You know he can turn it on at any moment and flip a game in his favor. But here's Torment trying to set up shop in midfield. Calm launches it forward. Beast mode following it up. Justin there to meet him. NRG looking for a way out. Pass in front to Justin, cut off by Calm.
The question is, what is it going to be from NRG? There's a demo from Squishy Muffins, and now an open net from Justin, but Calm is back in time. The player who was annoying on offense actually finds his way back on defense, and then the follow-up from Squishy, and this all started with that demo, Jorby.
Yeah, and Calm, not a bad idea. Beast Mode got demoed on the play, spawned right in the path of the play, but that's tough to get underneath after Calm got that first touch. Was too much to handle. The demo opening the gap for NRG, and that just may be the plan for NRG. They'll go to that demo game. Squishy especially loves hunting on that goal line for chassis. Here he just gets a simple flick over one. Beast Mode trying to keep it close. This is an NRG
Another
push
one.
at the start. Beast Mode trying to protect the ball. Garrett G gets around it, forces the 50. Big muscles in the box, and Justin delivers.
And I feel like a broken record because this also started with the demo from Squishy Muffins getting physical, bumping that last man back, and then leaving a gap open for Garrett G and Justin to do a little bit of footwork and secure a second goal.
And all of a sudden, NRG have the lead. Torment on the kickoff. Have to let that one drop, but Calm's ready for it. A nice catch off the sidewall. Calm, flip, reset available. Fakes it out. That's it for Beast Mode! Brilliance from version 1!
Look at the communication from these teammates. You got Beast Mode and Calm. Calm fakes one out and says, hold on, you take the shot. I'm going to take out Justin, and Beast Mode moves up. It's flawless from V1.
NRG are gonna have to find a way to counter this. It's going to keep happening as long as it keeps working for Calm.
Yeah.
The more goals go in, the more confident he's gonna get.
There he is again, being frustrating. Dealing with him is such a hassle. And then the 1v1 play from Beast Mode, that duo started to pick up.
Calm collecting that midfield boost. Beast Mode next in the rotation. It's a nice light touch back to Calm. 37 left in the tank. He got the stealing to help him out a little bit. Made it awkward for Justin. The ball's loose. Torment couldn't get the 50. And Beast Mode gonna swing back around for this one. Off the ceiling. Calm on the wing. Comes around, but Torment next up on the rotation. Version 1, they're opening up so many options for themselves, and they can pick from any of them. NRG have to respect all of them, and it's making life difficult for them on defense.
Oh, lovely control from Squishy, but it's not enough to get past two players. There's space on the field for Justin. Moving forward, Beast Mode looking for a challenge. It's over one of them, and Justin has all the time in the air to work with, but doesn't go for the early touch. Instead, feathers the boost, the questionable decision, and they're back in the midfield.
Beast Mode slips around Garrett. Can't slip around Squishy, though. It's Justin coming up quickly, but Torment just gets a solid 50 with no boost. The best kind of 50. It's Justin.
Yeah.
Catches that one off the ceiling. Justin taken away by Beast Mode. Calm just gets the advance downfield. Pot shot taken away by Squishy. Justin back over to Squishy. It's cut off by Beast Mode, and Version 1 have taken the lead.
The Calm and Beast Mode connection, it is too strong for the NRG defense. Justin looking for a touch off the corner wall. It's too strong, and Squishy can't recover. Beast Mode had him read the whole way through. That dynamic duo causing so much havoc on offense.
Again, the kickoff going Version 1's way. They're getting so many of those on the cheat up.
Right.
Justin will actually wrap this ball around the corner. Can he actually work his way around? Squishy got a bump, but there was just nowhere for Justin to go with the ball. Gets kicked back down to Garrett. Gets it by Torment. Garrett expends the boost, but Calm is already in the air. Justin pitches it up high around Torment. Beast Mode's already there, and it drops straight down in midfield. Calm racing, and oopsies, he had no boost and jumped a little too hard at that ball. Now Justin across the way. Beast Mode takes it away.
Justin didn't go for a bump there. Or maybe he did, but couldn't connect. And one thing I've noticed, Jorby, about the V1 defense is they always leave somebody in the midfield waiting, lurking if they're on defense to get in front of that shot and make sure you can disrupt. Disruption, it's literally the theme for V1. There's a bump as I'm speaking about it. And NRG, they get a big clear out under a minute left. They need to secure one goal, otherwise they're down 0-2 in the series.
V1's defense have held. Here's another one, just a little high. Torment grabs the rebound. Garrett waits in midfield, but Beast Mode is beating out clean. Calm in the air, only Squishy back. Two touches, but a miss. And Squishy trying to find a way out for NRG in the final minute. Torment doesn't get the touch, and Calm squeezes that one away from Garrett and over Squishy.
Lovely defense, and I was on Torment's perspective. He saw three players from NRG moving up at the same time, and V1 were still able to deny them. However, they only have a one-goal lead, not enough security. There's time for NRG and an opportunity if Squishy can get that pass out, but it's intercepted by Calm.
It's not enough juice on that touch. Squishy's gonna get another chance at it. Lobs it for Garrett, but Torment pre-jump that freed to keep Version 1 in the lead. And now it's a race to get back to the ball. Beast Mode has read Squishy again. And Version 1 have downloaded NRG on Forbidden Temple.
Unbelievable. From V1, Beast Mode getting aggressive, staying in the face, and this whole attack on offense started with that pre-jump from Torment. That was immaculate to get up, get that read, stop NRG's momentum, and with that goal, 3 seconds left, it doesn't look like NRG have anything left in the tank. This game will fall in favor of Version 1.
I didn't realize Torment had psychic powers, but Version 1 will get the win. And all of a sudden, you're talking about maybe a timeout here for NRG with a 2-0 lead in the series.
And I do believe, historically, NRG don't prefer going for those timeouts that much.
That's true, you're right.
They're going to end up getting it. I think they're just going to want to get right back into the game. However, this is a different type of matchup. This isn't your everyday, matchup against V1, because this is the grand finals, and you've got Torment, who looks so hungry, Jorby. I would not want to be in this matchup with him on the other side.
It's crazy, man. Like, you talk about Garrett and Justin two players that have been around for so long. Squishy in that list as well. He's been around for so long. To play it at this high of a level, to see Torment still be a peak defender in the RLCS after all of these years is absolutely insane. And Calm and Beast Mode, you said it best, Turtle. They are a dynamic duo right now on the pitch. As we head to DFH, this is a chance for version 1 to really push the pin into NRG and force them into a tough situation.
And the thing about V1 right now is how layered their offense is, because you've got Torment holding it back as that third man, being defensive, and then moving forward, Beast Mode always finding these nasty redirects that you don't expect to go in, and Calm being aggressive, but also proving himself with some mechanics of his own. So it really is a three-headed monster that you've got to take down. NRG, however, we've been talking a lot about V1. NRG have what it takes, of course. We're just waiting for them to counter the play style. When will it happen, Jorby?
And while Calm has been a big factor in the physical game, it hasn't come in the demos. It's been bumps either way. It's gotten the job done, but only 3 demos in the last 2 games for Calm versus other series where version 1 seemed to get about 100.
And even if you don't connect on the demos, Jorby, I'm still seeing Calm go for them. So it doesn't matter if you hit the demos or not. Just making that player worry about you and stress is all that matters. Torment again getting the save. However, V1, they've been stuck on defense. And of course, they do get a clear out of their own half.
NRG straight up getting out bodied. Torment pass in front of Calm. He nailed it. Connection secured. 1-0 version 1.
Oh my word. Version 1. They are a different breed at this moment. Beast Mode, he's even going for a bump there on Gary G, but the midfield passes continue to connect and continue to flow into that midfield.
Version 1 running around the pitch right now on NRG, despite the pressure they had in the first 30 seconds. You thought Justin may have been able to create an opportunity for them, but then Torment got up, made another clutch save. Squishy with the catch to get NRG back on offense. Straight back down on the recovery. All he can do is roll around to the corner. There's just no angle to work through in midfield.
Justin, a nice little touch, but still it's denied right away by Calm as V1 look to carry this one out on offense, and they're holding possession, and another pass in the midfield. What I've noticed too, Jorby, with V1 is they'll get a nice touch on the sidewall, but instantly throw that ball into the midfield and try to make a 1-2 pass connection and quickly put a shot on net to surprise NRG. There it is again, the midfield pass. It seems to be unbeatable right now, and the follow-up, they keep it coming, but Torment missed it.
Oh my goodness, Torment. I mean, there was
that should have been it.
A lot of NRG defenders in the net, but you're right. That shot a little better placed. And it's 2-0 version 1, but they're not done with the push. Justin needs a hard clear. He gets it. Calm, slowing down the transition. You see Garrett and Squishy, they were nowhere to follow that one up. Squishy has to just react to these booming clears from version 1. And here's another little touch there from Beast Mode, taken away by Justin and Squishy. Transition again for NRG. The 50 goes back to Justin. Off the back wall. Justin can't get that touch, but now it's Garrett. Then denied by Beast Mode, who just falls right on top of it.
I'm still doubting the consistency of this midfield pass style from V1, because maybe if an NRG player can get that pass read, they get one big counterattack, one big clear to the other side, and it could change everything.
Garrett caught out by Calm. Justin chips. It's going to force him to have to recorrect. It allowed Torment to make a 50, but Squishy still wins the follow-up. Squishy doesn't have a lot of boost here, but he can nail it. Just missed it. Torment comes in before Garrett can get the rebound. Version 1's defense holding firm.
And it's going to come down to that double tap from Squishy Muffins. In that situation, you have to put that one on net. Torment, his rotation's too good, and there's Torment again with a shot on target. And you need to make sure that you do put those shots on target if you're NRG on the other side.
Yeah, and it's tough too, because having to rely on the transition, so they're having to expend a lot of boost to get down the field. So Squishy, by the time he gets to that touch, he's only got 10 in the tank. But in this kind of situation, you know, Squishy's known for being able to deliver in those tight moments. Version 1 still peppering the net. That's a nice shot from Garrett, but Calm is ready for it. Back to the corner.
There might be some space on the backboard, though. I've noticed Torment, he's on the backboard here, but he's late to get up there. Maybe if NRG try to utilize that with a quick pass, a powerful one, there might not be a defender there waiting, because Torment likes to stay on that goal line, so there's an option.
Squishy. Nice little catch and pop to Justin. Interesting play. Squishy, not the best placement. Garrett's got a chance at a free ball. Puts it high to bait Calm out. But Com has made the touch. They've tested V1, and V1 have passed with flying colors with a minute left.
And Garrett G even got a demo on the play, Jorby. It's not just the dribbles. It's not just the passing from Squishy. There was a demo on the field. Still, V1 holding strong, but it might break here.
Their wall has tested every single battering ram that's been put onto it. But here comes another one from Garrett. Off the ceiling, trying to get the read on Com, but there's no chance at it. And Torment high, away from the NRG rotation. Beast mode, he doesn't have enough boost to chase that. Well, he still used the ceiling to help himself out.
He tried. He definitely tried. There was a chance there using that jump. And beast mode, that's how you know they're feeling confident. If you're going for dunks like that, Jorby, I'm going to ask, first of all, what are you thinking? But second of all, you must be feeling confident.
Ooh, you got to be careful. You can't get overconfident because NRG will punish you. Garrett G off the corner, and Squishy and Justin both rotating back. Justin a little late to this touch, allows version 1 to get to the 50. Now beast mode just has to waste time, holding on to this 1-goal lead. Last chance for NRG. Here's Squishy. Justin has pre-jumped it. He's nailed it.
Oh, wait.
What a save from beast mode off the post. Version 1 clamped down on defense.
And there was a follow-up from NRG. I'm not sure if that ball would have had enough time to hit the ground, but if beast mode didn't connect on that touch, it would have been over, all tied up, and we would have been sent into OT.
Turtle.
Version 1. What is going up?
I'm not gonna lie. I saw Justin hit the shot, and I thought it's 0 seconds. It's going in. I was thinking it beforehand, and then beast mode grabs it. I mean, it was like kind of off the post, so maybe it wouldn't have gone in if beast mode not been in there. But like you said, the follow-up was ready, and that was as close as it could have gotten for NRG. But they just don't have enough. They've generated 8 shots on net, and I feel that. But there's only 4 saves from version 1, and I feel like they've played immaculate defense. It's just prevented NRG from mounting serious pressure in the blue half.
I'm just very impressed with the timing of their rotations, even watching those replays. As a defender, the best time you can possibly have is whenever somebody's taking a shot and you are rotating in and you just hit that back post and you have all the momentum moving forward. There's several times where Torment, Beast Mode, and Com, all 3 of them are in that exact spot. They have the timing lined up. They know when NRG are going to take a shot. So now the ball is in NRG's court. They need to swap it up. They need to change things up. We saw them go for a couple of dribbles with Justin and Squishy. More plays like that are necessary. Otherwise, I mean, first of all, you're looking at version 1 on match point, Jorby. So you need to swap things up.
The tail of the tape, version 1, take down G2 in 6. And then earlier on, they were in the group stage with NRG. Number 1 in that group. And qualified for the major, all in one go. This has been a breakout tournament for version 1. And you might be asking yourself, do they really deserve a spot at the table talking about being a top team in North America? Well, they took down G2. The Kings of North America are being brought to it right now on offense. Beast Mode almost sank that one. And for my mark, Turtle, I would say version 1 are making a solid argument for why they deserve a seat at this table.
Absolutely, and this is the final step, the final boss that you've got to take out. Squishy Muffins isn't going to make it easy for you, though, and Garrett G is going to put it in. The first goal goes towards NRG.
But it is going to be a long road back. That's a nice touch from Squishy, and the follow-up, most important, keeping it close. So as soon as he lands, he has to react instantly to get that pop over Torment, but keeping that control, something that's so difficult to do, something that Squishy makes look so easy, gets them over the top, and NRG the first goal.
That might be the key. 1v1 plays for NRG if they're trying to do everything together, going for too many midfield passes. Maybe that isn't working, and that's why the rotations have been predictable for version 1 on defense. So solo plays, taking out 1, maybe 2 players. Of course, Squishy can do it. He's going for it again. A midfield pass, and then the follow-up doesn't connect towards the back of the net, but the shot was on.
Because you can't let NRG think you're putting them back in the series. I believe they're the owners of one of the best of 7 reverse sweeps that have been happening. So they take this game.
It's not over, Jorby. It's not over. Those of you watching at home, you still got to sit up straight, okay? We're still in a close series here.
Beast mode looking pretty good, though. Shot denied by Justin. Stoic in net, waiting for that shot to come.
Maybe a flip reset.
Oh, Garrett.
Oh, he got over one of them.
Yeah, Garrett can get a little mechanical if he's feeling like it.
Yeah. I want more of it, though. They're going to need more of it, actually.
Maybe get more physical as well. On a way to box by this version 1 defense. That's going to be a high ball. Beast mode diving back. Com got a demo on in another stadium. Oh, there's another demo. Beast Mode, no boost, wins that 50. Calm, well, he can't win that 50. Squishy does rip it away from him. Pre-flip into the ball. What's the demo? Got the bump, but Beast Mode was there for the follow-up, and there's always a fail-safe ready for version 1.
However, NRG, they are controlling a lot of these full boost pads. I've noticed Squishy on the backfield. He's rotating out. He gets a full boost, and then we'll take the midfield as well from the corner. Not sure if that'll affect the version 1 offense, but it will definitely diminish some of those demos because you don't even have the boost to extend and get the speed to get the demo.
Beast Mode jumping from the wall, trying to get around Squishy. He's successful. And Torment, full tank of boost. Gets the ball over Justin. Version 1 all set up thanks to Torment. Comes in the air. He's missed the ball. Beast Mode wrapping around. He's got to protect the retreat. He does so with those 2 soft touches and just put his team back on offense with that touch. Justin having to float in the air. NRG protect the lead.
And they just threw that opportunity away. Calm missing the ball, not hitting it or making any contact at all. And you need to put that away, especially if you're trying to close out this series. Beast Mode, he can do it here maybe with the equalizer off the backboard, but it's read by Justin. NRG, they have stabilized and they're still in the lead by 1 goal.
Long clear from Calm back to Torment. Calm taking away the clear option from NRG. Beast Mode winning that 50. Torment flipping back across. He had to stretch for that. Back to Beast Mode. Denied by Garrett. Not letting that shot come out too quickly. Torment flips underneath. And Calm, he picked up a demo, but Squishy's got control of the ball. Beast Mode last back. Calm diving back. He is flying all around the pitch. Another pass. Squishy jumped off the ceiling. Oh, the save from Calm. And Torment picks this one up. It doesn't matter how NRG approached the net. Somehow, version 1 have come up with a save, but it's not good enough for this game, Turtle. They have to score.
They're definitely showing why they led the tournament in save percentages if they're saving that one from Squishy Muffins, which seemed to be unbreakable. However, that 1 goal that did go in, it was the solo play from Squishy who's stepping up huge in the series.
Squishy knows he's got control. No reason for NRG to panic here. They can hang on to a 1-goal lead just as well as version 1 did last game. Beast Mode flipping that ball up. Justin trying to just keep it away from the rotation. And Calm does not care. Torment's just winning the touch. Why should Calm care when you're just winning those touches? But you got to get the shot on net. That's the one key piece that they're missing right now to put this game into potential overtime. Another demo for Beast Mode, but they don't have the ball. Garrett kicks that one out. Calm misses Garrett, and now he's got full control taken away by Justin.
NRG, they've got to get the fly swatters out. They've got mosquitoes just running around their defensive half, trying to take them out, bug them, and annoy them. So far, they've managed to hold on, and I don't know if the communication is there. There's a final 10 seconds. This could be it. Where's the follow-up? Finally connecting, and Squishy gets the save.
A demo again, but Calm's got to catch this. It's got to stay off the ground. Calm, there he is. Saved. Garrett was all over it, and it's going to touch the ramp.
Oh, no, it's
Squishy off the ceiling, protecting the ball, but he's actually just given Beast Mode possession. Calm and Beast Mode getting tied up. That's not how you're going to tie the game unless he can follow it up. And NRG protect the lead and have protected the series.
And like you said, Jorby, NRG, they are one of the teams who have completed a reverse sweep in a best-of-7. This one is not over, folks. There's plenty of time, plenty of chances for NRG to get back into it. And they had to work for it. They were taken out the field several times. The demo's surely a factor in this game for V1. But NRG just, it felt like they put on another plate of armor and were handling it a little bit better.
They got a lot of armor, don't they? And Squishy, I thought, did excellent work in that final minute.
He was great.
Every time he'd catch the ball, he'd beat that first attacker on version 1, get NRG out of some tough spots. Garrett as well, with the opportunity Calm had at the end of the game for a flick. He came out, he rocketed out of the net. No way he was going to give Calm any sort of space. Now, Turtle, we had to Wasteland Night. NRG have started the journey, but it's a long one. This is only the first best-of-7 for them if they can get to Game 7. Version 1, despite losing that last game, still looked on form as we get underway.
And when those demos did come through with the typical playstyle of Calm and Beast Mode being frustrating to handle and to deal with, there were chances where the ball was just isolated, rolling across the net of NRG. So if communication picks up a bit for V1 and the communication of when you're going for the demo to set up that striker, things could change. And that last game could have been tied up. There were chances, Jorby.
Turtle, you're talking about the save percentage for version 1 throughout the season. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, my goodness. Beast Mode is the anvil, and Calm is the hammer. Again, this duo connect,
my goodness.
and version 1 have the lead.
And they are just erupting NRG in flames, taking them out. You take out one defender, leave the striker. He's got an easier shot. A routine play for V1, and it continues to pay off.
Squishy pop. Well, what a read from Beast Mode. How did he know that Squishy was going to try to pop that up
He's
so
going for
high?
another bump. He's going for another bump, dude. He's
Oh,
going.
Torment Bull Mode, 2-0.
And I have one question for everybody. Where's Beast Mode going? Oh, he's going for Justin. He's trying to take him out. He forces Justin to have the weirdest rotation out of net, and that means Torment can do whatever he wants with the ball and go for a 50-50 to squeeze it in.
What a response after the last game. And now, with NRG, who have struggled to score in this series,
Another
might
one?
get scored on again.
Another one.
Calm just missed it, but Beast Mode is there. Puts it above the crossbar.
follow-up.
Garrett can't
That's
find it.
it.
In for Torment. 2 dunks, 3-0.
And it's just a strikeout here for NRG. 3-0. And they can't put one on the board. Torment, excuse me, just popping off right now. This man just doesn't miss, Jorby. I'm lost for words. I can't get a grip at how good V1 are playing.
And Torment had a cool 80 points last game. So he said, you know what? No, I don't like that. I don't like seeing 80, so I need a couple. Well, he's got a couple.
The dude doesn't miss. And another demo from Calm.
They are feeling it right now. Beast Mode with the breakaway. Squishy diving back. And you're feeling like in the opening minute alone. Unless NRG can pull some other trick out of the hat right now.
Back to Torment.
This is version 1's game. Justin gets in the way, but Calm diving first to it. Squishy now going to slow it down. Like NRG trying to change the pace up. Squishy denied by Beast Mode. He's been impossible to get by. He's reading the game brilliantly right now.
What reaction now do we get from version 1? They're up 3-0. Do they back down with their aggression? What kind of style are they going to go for? Do they continue with the demos? Do they try and focus more on the midfield passing that's worth? Or do they just rely on Beast Mode to be an absolute menace on offense and do it all by himself, Jordan?
This man is an animal. It doesn't matter. Squishy's lost on the back wall. He has to wait for Beast Mode. That ball had so much hang time. It falls off the ceiling. Garrett, he has to wait too. And what's going to happen when NRG have to wait? Beast Mode's going to score.
And that's the new pickup, Beast Mode for V1, and it's gotta feel good. You finally make it back to the grand finals. They've been working so hard to get here. They had such a tough journey just to make it into the grand finals. They fought through G2, and here they are to prove themselves against the Titans of North America, NRG.
NRG need a Herculean comeback. We haven't seen four goals scored at all, but here's the first.
Here we go.
To start the road. The clock starts early for NRG.
There's plenty of time. Under 3 minutes, just under. A great pass from Garrett G, the perfect spot on the top of the stadium for Justin. And these players on NRG, they've got a lot of heart. They're not going to give up easily, Jorby. This is still a match that you've got to pay close attention to.
Yeah, you can't get can't be overconfident if you're version 1. But there's another demo for Calm. Beast Mode. Light touch. He went for the demo as well. Version 1 have found the kryptonite of NRG, and it's just take them off the field. It has worked to perfection.
Yeah.
Here's Beast Mode again. Yep.
Even thinking back to the previous series, I remember James Bott was talking about how NRG, I believe they're ranked around 15th in North America for demos per game, and that is proving how effective it is to go up against them and force them to go into that playstyle. Because if you want to talk about a counter to this V1 squad, you also need to get physical, also need to go for demos and take their boost. NRG, they don't like playing that way, Jorby. So force them in this uncomfortable situation. It's perfect for V1.
And you know, Turtle, here's the fun part about North America. You know, we have all the memes like, you know, Big 3, Big 4, Massive 5, whatever. There's never been a Massive 5 in North America.
The Massive 5.
In RLCSX and this season, between all of those regionals and majors combined, if version 1 win this game, if this scoreline holds, they'd be only the 7th team in North America to win. That is how tough it is for teams to break by a juggernaut like NRG. And that's why it's still so impressive for version 1. A minute 30 left on the clock. And here's a nice pass back to Squishy, but it's off target. Torment gets in front of it. Just not going to get it done for NRG.
And what we noticed earlier on, you know, was the ice for NRG to close out the games previously in Game 7, Game 6 even against G2. And now here, they're looking to continue that trend, but it doesn't seem possible. Too big of an obstacle. 1 minute and 5 seconds. They need to score now, Jorby. This is their chance. This is the only opportunity they might get.
Yeah, version 1 scored 3 in a minute, but I'm not sure NRG have it in them right now. They gotta show it. Justin popped up on the ceiling. Calm, back to beast mode. Every touch by version 1 is more time wasted on the clock. And what a weekend that they've had. Calm, just a free ball. NRG sitting in front of it. More time chewed off the clock. It's getting close to impossible now. You're talking a goal every 10 seconds if you're NRG.
Is it even possible? Squishy going for the 1v1 play in the corner. It's saved by Torment, and of course, expected as that player alongside Calm Beast Mode. A valiant and beautiful effort in the grand finals to secure this win, Jorby. They've done it.
Version 1 played an erratic, symphonious, but beautiful
another one
song through this weekend. Calm delivers the cherry on top of an incredible performance by version 1.
And where is he coming from for this goal? I don't even want to fixate too much on this goal because it's over. V1, they take the win. They win the Mobile 1 Mountain Classic. Unbelievable performance from all of them. And they did it with brute force. Just nothing but physical gameplay from these players.
They absolutely crushed them. Outboxed wouldn't be doing it a service. It was literally a demolition derby. And NRG